Hey guys, welcome back with Team Extra. We got another tier list video here for you. Pretty soon, but format's a changing, so here we go.
Oh man, Evan did the intro finally. It's about time. Alright, yeah, you already heard the man. Mr. Dynamorphia player himself, Mr. YCS Top. Anyways, enough with the hype. Enough with the hype. Alright, so let's get into it. So we have a lot to talk about the very little amount of time, guys, so we'll get into it. This is going to be meta tier list post Banlist. And I know you all seen that Banlist. The Banlist is very spicy. What'd you think about it so far, Evan?
I wish they would have done more to Runic, but I mean, yeah, it's a pretty good Christmas list for us, so I'm excited for the new format.
See, my opinion about why Runic didn't get hit, right, is the whole deck loses to a very well-timed Cosmic Cyclone. Like, that's it. anyways. Alright, we got a lot to talk about, a little amount of time. Alright, so... Alright, Evan, where should we put Salad? You know that I think this deck is rogue. It is not up here right now, but what do you think?
I think it's pretty top tier rogue. I mean, it did get some new support, and that definitely helped it out. Rage and Roar, they're hella cards, so...
Okay,
rogue,
so but we can both agree it's probably still rogue for right now, right? Or would you put it like a tier 2?
I think a really, really good pilot could make it tier 2, but most people probably just rogue.
Yeah, we'll stick to rogue for the time being. Alright, so I got Plunder Patrol in here because it's been doing kind of a little bit lately. Plus, I threw it on here just to make it interesting, right? This deck, in my opinion, is still very much rogue as well. Salad would probably be a little bit better. Takes a good pilot. What do you think?
Yeah, I haven't really seen it around too much, and I go to a lot of events. But I definitely think Plunder and Plunder variants can definitely stand Rogue, so...
Yep, Rogue's better than nothing. Alright, so... We have Punk right now. Punk, I mean, it still does things. We can count this as Punk and Punk Gold Pride, but I want to say this is still kind of roguish right now, or even a why do this. Because, I mean, the ban list didn't really help it, but at the same time, it didn't really hurt it, you know?
I mean, I would put it in why do this. I don't think it does enough, and I really don't see it top a lot, so I don't know. I mean, a good pilot could definitely survive in Rogue with it, but I don't, for most people, I think it's a why do this.
Yeah, I completely agree. Alright, Sky Striker right now. I don't have much to say about this. I also am going to put this at why do this, but just better than Punk, right? What's your thoughts?
I mean, I've played against a lot of really good striker players, and I think it could go in Rogue. I think it would take a bad pilot to be in why do this, but I definitely think it's a Rogue.
Alright, fair enough. Branded. Branded's not Rogue, as much as, you know, a lot of people hate to hear that. It's not Rogue. My opinion, tier 2, tier 1.5 with a very, it's got to require a very good pilot, though.
Yeah, I think it definitely fits into tier 2. Probably.
Tier 2 is not bad. Sharks, we're just gonna do that. Not even talk about it.
Yeah.
Not even talk about it. Heroes, still doing that. Not much to talk about. I've seen people play with these decks, you know, this past year, these past couple months. It's not doing anything though. I know Sharks won an event kind of recently, right? But it wasn't anything like crazy. And I think there was like a regional and there was only like 80 people. So does that really count? All right.
Yeah.
All right, Evan. I'm gonna need your most non-biased opinion here, buddy, because we're gonna talk about Morphia now.
Oh, without a doubt, best deck of the format. You know.
Tier 2. Tier 2, and this is
rogue.
Tier 2 with a good
rogue.
pilot. Fine.
It's Rogue. Put it in Rogue.
Better than Plunder, in my opinion.
I love the deck. It's got to be Rogue.
yeah, that's fair. All right. Let's talk about Cash. Cash is still doing things, by the way. Cash has won a regional recently too. So
Rogue.
No, sorry, that's lying. I'd say 1.5 right now. What?
It's not winning that many events.
Okay, it's won more events recently than everything else on this list so far. Yeah, nothing to say, do you? You were at the event.
Look, I can't argue that point. But
We were at the same event where
1.5.
Cash won the regional, and this was recently, and this was after it's been crippled. It's doing things. I think it requires a bit more of the control aspect, but I still think it's a pretty good deck. I just hate the deck, you know. But a biased opinion for me would be why do this, but you know we don't talk about those. All right, Centurion. What's your thoughts?
I'm super tempted to say tier 2, but I kind of feel like it's Rogue right now, at least. I mean,
Yeah,
sure, Calamity lost, but what else does it do?
I agree it's tier 2. I don't think it's tier 1 or 1.5 solely for the fact that it's either Calamity Lock or Cosmic Quasar. But I mean, what else is it doing outside of that? I agree with you on that. And it's topped a couple of events recently, but it hasn't won any events at all. So definitely tier 2. Probably behind Brandon because Brandon can still do more stuff. Okay, Vanquish Soul. What's your thoughts?
There's a lot of people who are like Vanquish Soul and played a lot, but I mean, I don't see the big appeal of it. I mean, it does some, like, a little bit, like, just enough to, like, scrape by through the turns. But I think it sees a lot of success because a lot of people are playing it. So I would say it's more Rogue than anything, but I mean, I could see someone arguing tier 2.
I'd say tier 2 only for the fact that it's doing about as much as Centurion is right now. So hit and miss, requires good pilot, but the deck gets carried by the non-engine cards that are tech cards, to be honest here.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Horus and Horus variants.
Tier 2 probably for Horus and Horus variants. I mean, maybe even tier 1.5.
I'll say top of tier 2, that's my guess. Because, like, there's a lot of variants out there, and I'm not about to explain every single one, but the ones that I've seen in person and at bigger events have been pretty good. And this is, like, not counting the Horus tier limit event. You know, not counting that. But that was with tier not getting their stuff banned, but, you know, now we can laugh at them. Sprite. What about Sprite?
Rogue.
100% Rogue. Best of Rogue, though. It's pretty good. Fire King.
Until it gets, like, some more of the non-direct support, it's probably Rogue.
100% Rogue.
I mean, I could see a good pilot taking it to tier 2.
Lab.
1.5.
Oh, post ban list? Are you sure?
Post ban list? Yeah, 1.5. I think it's going to be a top-heavy contender.
I noticed I forgot one deck on this tier list, by the way. I forgot Rescue Ace. I forgot Rescue Ace, bro.
God, how did you... Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm going to have to say post-ban list, this is probably tier 1.
Yeah, I could definitely see that argument, yeah.
Because, like, it lost pretty much nothing on the ban list. It wasn't playing the Floods anyways, and everything else that was tier 1 lost stuff.
Yep.
I forgot Rescue Ace. I just hate the deck so much. I'm just like, I guess we're not going to talk about it. Alright, Marincess.
Why do this?
In this format, though, that's not bad. Yeah, but I mean, I'd actually put this over Sky Striker, to be honest. That's just opinionated, though.
I could see that, but no, I don't see that deck anywhere. I hear about Sky Striker and see Sky Striker more places than I do Marincess.
Fair enough. Tier. Oh, we can 100% do this. Let's go. Why do this? We don't need this
so
deck.
This is definitely post-ban list, then?
Yes, this is the post-ban list video, guy.
Rogue. Back a Rogue.
Oh, no. Why do this? I want this deck gone. This deck's so...
I'm still potentially seeing it doing stuff.
If it can't mill cards, it can't win.
Not that great.
Exo Sisters.
Rogue.
Infernoble. Post-ban list.
I still think it's gonna see a lot of play, to be honest. Like, the lines
people
are
ain't
still
gonna
there.
People ain't gonna let the dream die. I want to say tier 2.
I'm gonna say tier 2.
Scareclaw.
Rogue. I don't see it a lot, but I mean, it's still good.
Memento. Here, I'll answer for you. Not strong
Yeah, I
right
don't even
now.
have to answer that one.
Yeah, I play the deck a little bit. It's not strong right now, bro. It's not doing nothing. It's super glass cannony. It needs to be with
It
something
needs
else.
work.
Makonko.
I definitely think it's pretty good in Rogue, to be honest. Like,
This rogue list is about to be huge.
yeah, it's about to be giant, but I mean, there's a lot of decks on this list.
Trap tricks.
I want to say why do this with Trap Tricks.
The
I
best.
just don't think it can keep up with a lot of the decks in the format.
Oh, look, Mathmech, here, I got you.
Yep.
Birds.
I don't know where this stands right now because Unchained just got hit pretty good.
Birds is actually looking a lot better right now because nothing on the ban list touched it, and everything else that it has problems with got touched.
Well, I was thinking that the reason why it was so good in like last format, like pre-ban list, is because a lot of the top decks that were running around that weren't hit, you know, like those are the decks that it killed, right? Like think heavy decks and shit like that. But it's like with a lot of that stuff getting bumped down the list a little bit, and like stuff like Lab coming into the format, and like Fire King's gonna be coming into the format next, like the Vengeance next post ban list is like, I think it's gonna struggle more with what decks are gonna be at the top. You know what I'm saying?
There you go, tier 2. I got you. Dark World.
I mean, it's still Rogue.
Still better. I'd call it
so strong, you know.
I'd call it better than Fire King. So. Dragons.
Tier 2.
Yeah. Swell.
Why do this?
Therions. Here, I got you, buddy.
I just don't see it. I don't see it.
Nah, Therions have had a couple. Like, I've actually looked into that since I play the deck too. They've done some things, but not a lot. But they haven't done anything. Like, they topped a couple events kind of recently within the last couple months, but not anything crazy.
Alright.
Unchained.
I think Unchained's gonna be still toward the top of tier 2. It's just I mean, I could see that too, but it's just like they're gonna be a lot more hindered, or
Not really. They just run 2 blue dog instead.
Only 1 red dog. But
Nah, they just do 2 blue dog, and then their Wave King line is just slightly different. And when they special out 1 for free, they just special out the blue dog, and then they add a blue dog.
you can just choke them out easier, though, is the thing.
A little bit, yeah, and that'd be a little bit easier. Dinosaurs.
Rogue. Kid Rogue.
Vanadium.
Tier 2 or tier 1.5? That deck's cracked.
Oh,
That
dude, you know how sad I am, and I say this every time I talk about these tier list videos that I had to sell my Vanadium core to pay bills, and I'm like in a tough spot. Oh my God, I'd still be playing the deck if I had it, and I'm looking to get it back. Gene Raider.
I mean,
I got you.
I didn't hear this deck doing a lot, but
It's rogue, but it requires a good pilot. It's not so bad to where it's a why do this, so simply for the fact that it can really do some stuff with a good pilot. Plus, recently, Gene Raiders came in 4th place at a regional. That was less than 2 weeks ago. Okay, we got 2 left, and then we're done. We actually got through this pretty quickly, too. And obviously, for anyone who's made it this far in a video, Rescue Ace would still be tier 1 technically. So, yeah. Guardian Chimera.
tier 2.
I haven't seen that deck do shit in a while.
It hasn't done anything, but I think I mean, I guess if we're doing representation here, it'd probably be Rogue, but I think, like, power level wise in post.
In post,
Christmas
yeah.
list?
Fair enough.
I think it can definitely. I think it's gonna come back.
Pearly after the ban list.
I don't think its position really changes that much, to be honest.
Well, it
You know,
was a pretty good tier 1, but I'd probably put it in a tier 1.5 behind on chain at this point.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it's still one of the heavy hitters, but
well, Pearly not being able to draw 3 or draw 6 during your turn kind of hurts them a little bit. That shit was ridiculous. So
it
ridiculous.
can still do that.
It'll draw 4. That's 2-card difference, though.
Like, the difference between draw 4 and draw 6 is like, I mean, you're
A
already
lot.
drawing 4 cards.
A lot.
For nothing.
Alright, so obviously Rescue Ace would be up there as a tier 1. I'm sure someone will notice as soon as they start watching a video that it's not down there. Yes, we forgot. My bad, but it's still tier 1 because it got touched, but it didn't get touched enough to move its placement. Now, Evan, is there anything you want to say to our audience before we cut this?
I mean, yeah, I mean, we'll probably have another one of these once we get a little closer to Phantom Nightmare, and that's definitely going to change a lot of shit.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of crazy cards in there, like Transaction Rollback, Iron Thunderhammer.
Oh, Iron Thunderhammer's in there too?
Fire support, all kinds of stuff.
That Link monster, that Link 3?
That list is going to be crazy, but no, this will make an interesting month-long format, I guess.
Yes, sir. But anyways, that's all we got for you guys over here at Team Extra. And until next time, as always.